What's up, guys? We got the Scion XA here. If you guys have a Scion, it doesn't matter, TC, and you want to replace the rear drum brakes on any Toyota vehicle, process should be similar. But what you want to do is you want to work on one side. So pretty much on this side I was changing a cylinder, so still waiting for the cylinder, but I want to work on the opposite side. But what I like to do is I'm very experienced. I've been doing this for a long time. So you do not want to touch this side, because you want to use this side as a guide for the other side. But since I'm recording, I can always go back to see how these springs was laid out. You see this side is short, this side is long. You want it the same way, okay? And your adjustment screw is here. There's a hole in the back where you adjust it, so you don't want this adjustment screw to be the opposite side. You have one spring here, one spring there. So pretty much keep everything in order. What I like to do is I like to keep it in order, but since I'm gonna take it apart, I'm gonna lay down everything on the floor just the way. When I take up this spring, I'm gonna put it down. When I take up this spring, I'm gonna put it down. So what I like to do in the beginning is I want to clean this up before anything, okay? So I want to spray. You know what, we'll do that later, because right now I don't care about the dirt on this. But you know what, let's just spray a little bit so that way it's at least clean. And got my brake cleaner here. Let's spray some of this so all the dirt and debris, the brake stuff just gets out of there. Just be careful because it is hazardous. There you go. And I got my hardware kit here. We're gonna put a new hardware kit. There's the part number on this guy. There's the brand. And I got my Wagner shoes over here. There's the part number on this guy right there. Anyways, keep everything in order. Even the shoes, just the way you take it off, you lay it down on the floor. So I do have a lot of drum brake tools, but I don't use them all because it is not necessary. So we got a spring right over here. So what I like to do is I like to take off this spring right here. And somebody did put this the wrong way, but you can always push this spring from underneath, small little trick, and bring it up above, okay? And just take your shoes and bring it up just like that. Once you bring it up, look at this spring. This spring becomes very easy to remove. Okay, should have been the other way around. The spring, I know it should have been like that, but keep this in order. I'm gonna put it on the floor. Next, you got a spring down here. You can detach it. This one came off, so I'm gonna attach it back. We're gonna take it off later. The spring is gonna come off later. Let's move up our camera a little bit higher. My lighting was all off. Let's go up a little higher. So what I want to do next is I want to take off this spring. Make sure your drum does not come out of it, okay? And see what I'm using? Very simple tools. They do have different type of tools, but I'm using something very simple. So pretty much everything is loose. We have this retainer tool here. So you just squeeze this and you turn this guy. And I am putting my finger in the back of this. And this guy comes off. We're gonna use a new one, but keep this in order. Just the way we're taking off. Sometimes you never know the vehicle you have. One pin is shorter, one is longer. So this retainer could be longer on the opposite side, like the 4Runner has. So same thing on the opposite side, just turn it and it comes off. I'm gonna do the same thing, put it away. I even save these pieces because sometimes some cars I get, they're broken and you cannot buy a new one. Pretty much this thing is gonna hang just like that. And pretty much everything is already free playing, and this shoe is gonna come off with your adjustment screw here. So what I like to do is keep everything in order. Keep everything in order just the way we take off. It's stuck on my finger. And there's supposed to be a spring here. This little guy was over here just like that. And there was a spring attached here to down here. This little guy right here. So that's how this was. I like to put this thing just the way it was. Okay, so this guy sticks in there just like that. So I want to put this on the floor just like this. Now we need to work on this guy, okay? You probably see me do this thing and call me a monkey, but that's how I get it done. My way, no other way. Now I need to remove this little guy right here. So what I like to do here is I like to work really hard, try to open this guy up. So a lot of push and force will do it. Okay, so yanking, pulling, squeezing, rip it off if you're gonna put a new one in. Bada bing, bada boom. And what I like to do is take this shoe, keep it just like that, and now the reverse procedure begins. So you do want to look at your new shoes, same thing, okay? Same thing. Make sure you have the same exact shoe, same setup, and the holes are the same. So all you do is you grab this guy, make sure it's gonna go like that. And I want to get a new hardware. I want to start putting things back together. So what we do is we take our new piece, we stick it in there, and use our needle nose, squeeze it. All you need to do is squeeze that neck, and it's gonna lock in. Okay, there you go. Okay, once you have this guy locked in like that, what we want to do is I like to put greasing right here, here, and also here, and also where the brake shoe is gonna sit here. Same thing on the opposite side. Okay, hard to see, I know that, but just the spots you can't miss it. It's like a little oval things here. Same thing here. There's 3 spots, and where the shoe is gonna sit here. Also like to put it there, but you don't need to because the drum, you're gonna get it on your finger. Next, what I like to do is I like to take this guy and we're gonna put this back together. So I need to get my retainer. We're gonna get one of this, and we're gonna get one of the springs. So 3 pieces, these 2 and one of this. So this goes from the back end just like that. The shoe goes on, and then you put this guy in, and then you put this guy on top with our tool. Okay, where did I put the damn tool? Okay, should have grabbed the tool before I had everything aligned. Okay, when I got the tool, so what you want to do is you want to get this on and twist it, and it should grab into that little groove. Alright, so here comes nothing. This is try number 1 because I know we're not going to be successful with just one try. So try to align it before you even try to push it in. What I like to do, I like to just push it and twist it. Okay, that didn't catch. That did not catch. Let's give it another try. There you go. A little bit more. Okay, this is, oh God, cheap tool. Okay, we got it. So every time I turned, this thing twisted off. So whoever makes this should have thought about that. We might have to go this way or that way. But I do have another one over there. This is going to garbage next. All right, so after this, what I'd like to do next is we're gonna build the second shoe over here. Okay, so second shoe, make sure you match up this pin with that pin right there. So all you need to do is, let's take off this spring. Probably do it by hand. If not, use a needle nose and just get it out of there. Just hold on to it just the way it is. And what you want to do is you could take this guy and throw. Okay, so hold it just the way we took off and toss this guy down. Get it to the hole where it belongs, just like that. And that's what happens. But since I know it's all good, I want you to just do it just the way you're taking it off. There you go. You're gonna attach this guy, hold the spring down, and get it into that little groove right there. That's how I was gonna say. This is what stops the adjuster from reversing, okay? Make sure it's in its proper slot. We're ready to put this guy, but what I wanna do next is, I wanna, see this? You could clean this up, put a little bit of greasing on it. What I like to do is unadjust this adjuster, and should be very easy. Remember, your adjustment screw is gonna face this way, and see how it is? See how it is? That's how it's gonna go in there. So it is gonna go in that direction, just like that, because it does go and hit this little guy in the back. So that's how that attaches. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this side spring in there, and we're gonna leave it there. That's all we're gonna do here for so far. And what we'll do next is, and over here it's the same procedure. This side has to be more further, because just the way it is, okay? This is gonna go into the back end just like that. So that's why I say you always pay attention to how you remove things. All right, so I need to get this guy into its slot, and we're gonna put the retainer in next. So let me get the retainer, and then we'll do the spring at the end. So it's gonna be the same process as this right now. Okay, got the second retainer in. Garbage, good. This works in really good. All I do is I grab it with this and I squeeze it, and I'm able to see the whole thing, and I just turn it and it grips it. That's how simple that is. All right, my friends, I want you guys to wish me good luck, because it's time for me to put this spring into there. Okay, now you can use this to put your spring there. You could use a test light. I've done used a lot of time test light, but I recently had this tool which I hate. But make sure your inner piece adjustment mechanism, the hardware, is in proper spot. Okay, so what I don't like about this tool is it does damage the pad shoe, so I like to go behind it a little bit. And okay, everything's out of place. Let me align it. We're gonna retry. Okay, so I'm gonna give it another try. If this doesn't work pretty good, I'm gonna do it off the camera, because it is a safety protocol for my shop. I do not want to damage anything. And what we're gonna do is, see how simple that works? That it was in there and it popped out. I just hate it. You know what? We're gonna do it manually. You just don't want the cylinder to pop either. So there's many different ways you could do things in life without damaging things. So that's okay. We'll file that up a little bit. So we got this guy in place. Make sure it sits properly on the drum, and all we need to do is put a spring in the bottom. Okay, now that is done, what I like to do is make sure this sits properly, and we're gonna okay, we did finish at the job, but remember, these springs, whatever you think is good, reuse it, because some of these, and if you want to put new stuff, you can put new stuff, but in our case, no worries. So you take this little guy, you stick it here, and Come on, my friend. Okay, maybe it'd be better if I do it this way because of the angle. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. So what we're gonna do is I am gonna work on the other side. I'm gonna show you guys how to replace that drum. But we're done here. We are gonna adjust this and put the drum on this guy. So we're back here. Let's take off this drum. It's too loose. So see this adjustment? You hear the clicks? You wanna extend this so it can touch the drum. So all I'm trying to figure out is, see, if I turn this up, that's how it gets adjusted. So from back here, all I need to do is I need to go up. See that? All I need to do is roll up. Do I need to roll up or down? Okay, roll down. Okay, there you go. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going down. We're gonna put this guy on. Remember, don't go crazy. You don't want to lock up the brakes either. You will see in other videos I do a couple of clips and I take off the drum just to test it. It's getting better, a little bit more. See that? Maybe 2 more clicks. 1 more click. Perfect, 1 more click. No. I want to leave it there. Alright guys, thank you for watching. So I want you to do your brakes safely. Double check, triple check, quadruple check your work before you go out there. Make sure you do bleed the opposite side. We did change the cylinder on that side. So thank you for watching guys. See you guys in the next one.